Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Asabra Fatma. Today I am going to teach you anatomy. Introduction. Now go through with the objects which we will learn in this session. What is anatomy? Anatomy is a study of structure of living things. Now I am going to tell you what is osteology. Osteology is a branch of anatomy which concerns with bones and cartilage. Then we will discuss about skeleton, surfaces, planes, anatomical position and movements. What is anatomy? Anatomy is a study of structure and function of body. The another definition of anatomy is it is the science of shape and structure of organisms and their parts. Osteology. Osteology is a branch of anatomy which deals with the study of bones and cartilage. Actually, osteology is a detailed study of bone and cartilage, their structures, the process of ossification, microscopic morphology, normal function as well as any disease. Skeleton. Our body is made up of bony and cartilaginous tissue, and this framework of human body is called skeleton. There are two types of skeleton, exoskeleton and endoskeleton. First of all, we will discuss about exoskeleton. What is exoskeleton? In Greek, exo means outer. It means it is the outer part of skeleton which present in the relation to skin. Endoskeleton, in Greek, endo means within or inner. It is the deeply situated part which dwell within the skin and form main skeleton of human being. There are two subdivisions, visceral endoskeleton and somatic endoskeleton. Visceral endoskeleton formed within or in relation with certain, for example, os cordis. Os cordis present in animals lying near the junction of interatrial and interventricular septa of heart of beef or any other like sheep, cow, etc. Bones of visceral arches, that is mandible, hyoid, and actually visceral skeleton which is pelvis, ribs and sternum in human beings. Somatoendoskeleton, it includes almost all bones of the body. Now, what is anatomical position? When person stand erect with arms by sides, face and palms of hands directed forward. It is important because it is the position of reference for anatomical nomenclature like anterior, posterior, lateral, medial, etc. refer to this position. Surfaces, internal and external. It is the relative distance of structure from the center of an organ or cavity. If they are near to the organ and cavity, we say it's internal, and if there is farther away from the organ and cavity, we say external. For example, internal carotid artery and external carotid artery. The second surface is ipsilateral and contralateral. It refers to same side of body or opposite side of body. If someone say that he or she has a pain in left arm and also he want to say that he also have the pain in left leg, then we say that he or she have a pain in ipsilateral sides. The third thing is spine and prone. If a person lying on the back with face forward, it means he or she lying in spine position. And if the person lying flat with the chest down and back up, we say he is lying in prone position. The another two surfaces are superior and inferior. Superior is a Latin word mean above, and inferior also is a Latin word means below. In anatomical position, superior part is head and inferior part is feet. Now anterior and posterior. Anterior also called ventral and posterior also called dorsal. Anterior refers to front and posterior refers to back. Then palmar surface of hand and dorsal surface of hand. Palmar surface of hand means front side of hand and dorsal surface of hand means back side of hand. The fourth surface is superficial and deep. It is relative distance of structures from surface of body. Now what is the most superficial thing in our body? The most superficial thing or part of our body is skin. Proximal and distal. Proximal means nearest the trunk or the point of origin of body, and distal means away from the trunk. For example, wrist joint is distal to elbow joint and shoulder joint is proximal to the elbow joint. In another picture, as I discussed before, superior and inferior. The second name of superior is cranial. Its mean cranium. It emerged from the word cranium, and cranium means skull. And the another name of inferior is caudal. Caudal means like a tail. Now I am going to tell you about planes. There are three types of planes: median plane, frontal plane, and horizontal plane. First of all, we are discussed about median or sagittal plane. The other name of median plane is sagittal plane. It means a vertical plane passing through center of body. It divides the body into equal right and left halves. The structure nearer to the median plane of body is said to be medial, and if the structure situated farther away from the median plane is said to be lateral. Now we are discuss about frontal plane. The other name of frontal plane is coronal plane. Imaginary vertical planes at the right angle to the median plane. It divides the body into anterior and posteriorly. Horizontal plane. The another name of horizontal plane is transverse plane. Planes right angle to both median and coronal plane are transverse plane. It divides the body into superior and inferior parts. Movements. The act of moving is known as movement. There are some terms related to movement in body, like flexion extension. Flexion extension takes place in a sagittal plane. Abduction adduction takes place in coronal plane. And medial and lateral rotation takes place in horizontal or transverse plane. If the angle decreases between two parts of joint is called flexion, also known as bending moment. And if the angle between two parts of joint increases is called extension, also called straightening of joints. If the movement of limb away from midline of the body in coronal plane and if the movement of limb towards the body in coronal plane is called adduction. Rotation, movement of part of body around its long axis. There are two types of rotation, medial rotation and lateral rotation. Medial rotation means movement that results in anterior surface of part of facing medially. And lateral rotation means movement that results in anterior surface of part facing laterally. Protraction and retraction. These are two movements which is specific for mandible in scapula. Protraction means to move forward and retraction means to move backward. If you have any question, mention it in the comment box. Keep watching and wait for my other video. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.